Miners smeared coal ash on the minister's face. It was like their final goodbye. The minister promised everyone $400, but that money was actually for their lives. Chernobyl needed lots of workers. They had to dig a tunnel while exposed to radiation. Without this tunnel, the reactor would contaminate groundwater. Then it would slowly spread everywhere. Everyone on Earth would die from radiation. These were just regular workers, but they weren't stupid. Everyone knew this meant certain death, but when they learned they could save millions of lives, they stayed silent. They just looked at each other, like they all agreed without words. Then they left without hesitation. April 26, 1986, late at night. A nuclear plant in Soviet Ukraine. Control rods weighing thousands of pounds were moving out of control. Workers noticed something was wrong. They hit the emergency shutdown button, but nothing happened. All warning lights were flashing. Reactor 4 was set for 3,200 megawatts. In seconds it surged 10 times higher. With a massive explosion, the global disaster finally began. The reactor was blown to pieces. Graphite core fragments flew everywhere. The plant manager rushed to the scene. If Telev had told the truth, maybe this wouldn't have become a tragedy. But Telev didn't tell the truth. He blamed the chief engineer instead. After learning the situation, the manager told arriving officials a huge lie. He said it was just a small problem. He said technicians had already fixed it. He claimed Moscow had called. He said they shouldn't tell anyone. They needed to avoid public panic. While they discussed avoiding responsibility, firefighters outside were battling the flames. But nobody told the firefighters what really happened here. Everyone thought it was just a regular fire. They started fighting it with almost no protection. But soon they noticed something was wrong. One firefighter picked up a piece from the ground out of curiosity. Radioactive material melted through his glove instantly. It burned his palm to raw flesh. Within just minutes, firefighters started vomiting one after another. Exposed skin was burned by radiation. Some collapsed on the spot. But even so, the firefighters didn't retreat. They still charged forward desperately. The firefighters understood. If they couldn't control the fire quickly, everything within dozens of kilometers would be completely destroyed. They sensed something was wrong. But for the surrounding people, they still chose to face death. But people kilometers away thought it was just another normal day. Unsuspecting citizens came to the bridge. They watched the distant scene. Young parents pushed strollers to watch. Innocent children played happily at school. But they didn't know. The sky was raining highly radioactive dust. Moving air carried toxic particles toward the crowds. They stood there completely unprotected in deadly radiation. Later people called it the Bridge of Death, because everyone who saw the flames that day, not a single one survived.
It is beautiful.